Hold me to it later, all right? Chat. Yo, did I tell you that Diddy's lawyer's ass, bro? Diddy's lawyer's trash, bro. And again, I'm just going off like public shit we're seeing in the public. So let's look at this, chat. Let's look at this. So there's another. Yo, remember the whole baby oil thing? And that's why I told y'all. I think Diddy's lawyer should have sidestepped the baby oil situation or question. Instead, this fucking fool is damn near on a documentary speaking about baby oil. And he's not even saying the stuff that's helping Diddy. Talking about, oh, like, I'll play it real quick. Like, listen to what he said.
You would expect from someone in the mafia.
They're going to show
Ace as a takedown of a successful black man.
TMZ presents the downfall of Diddy.
Bro, why would my lawyer be in a documentary called The Downfall of Me? Like, bro, like, why? Like, this doesn't make no sense. I'm a billionaire. Why is my lawyer on a documentary answering questions to TMZ? We all know TMZ don't give a fuck about nobody if you're not the Kardashians. TMZ's history's been slamming black niggas. Pause. Why is my lawyer over there in their documentary? It's not even like the documentary says, Diddy, is he guilty or innocent? It says The Downfall. It just assumes it's a wrap. Now, granted, I mean, it is a downfall, but nigga, look at even the cover. The nigga look like a super villain, the baby oil freak off diddler. This is the diddler. This is like the diddler outfit. Pops up like this with a bottle of baby oil and lube. With a complimentary butt plug. Like, what? Why is my lawyer in this?
They have interviewed a lot of people for this documentary, and a lot of them have said game over after they saw the Cassie video. I
agree with you. Who said that? They got Diddy with the swiper, no swiping face. Like, what the fuck? Why my lawyer in this?
Compel you to put him on the stand and explain it?
I don't know that I could keep him off the stand.
The niggas fronting Diddy's move. He said Diddy finna testify in the case. He said, I don't think I could keep Diddy off the damn stand. Now, here's the thing. This case is going to play out very interesting. The reason why I don't like him saying that, again, we're not talking, who gives a fuck about Diddy? Diddy seemingly is a creep. He probably did a lot of these things that's being alleged. We're not defending Diddy, but we do analyze or we look at these court cases, and you want to think that, people are getting great representation. Clearly, this dude doesn't have discovery fully yet, because if this whole baby oil thing is in discovery, he would know exactly how many bottles of baby oil they found. So he's not speaking on discovery. If they haven't got, and by the way, the pretrial conference that was going to schedule the time to transfer, or the methods to transfer discovery was 2 days ago, 9/24, September 24th, which was going to be the dates that, to transfer, not the dates, but we're going to give you a flash drive, or we're going to give you a private link that you could download discovery or whatever, or we're going to send this over to your office that you could know. And then they're going to go back to the judge and say, we have gave the defendant's lawyer all the evidence. So that was 2 days ago. So it's probably still, they haven't gotten all discovered. Maybe they got some, probably not all. Why are you on TMZ, right? Why are you on TMZ, like basically on a documentary that's premiering on Tubi? This is a documentary premiering on Tubi. And now he's fronting Diddy's move by saying, oh yeah, Diddy's going to testify. Imagine if the evidence kind of suggests Diddy shouldn't testify. Or imagine if, it is something that does suggest he should testify, but now you're giving a leg up to the prosecutor that Diddy is going to take the stand. Why would you want to only tell that and give the prosecutor the least amount of time to prepare? Like, where's the air of surprise? Like, what's going on here? Like, you don't have to tell us everything. I mean, it makes a great media content, but this is just dumb to me.
Does this compel you to put him on the stand and explain it?
I don't know that I could keep.
Y'all said what's the diddler's supervillain power? Listen, and for men, we're gonna notice the supervillain power right here. He could ejaculate back to back to back for days at a time. A rolling masturbation, constant ejaculation. You feel me? Like his dick don't even go soft, okay? He just keep nutting and nutting and nutting. Yeah, that's his goddamn superpower right there, okay? All he just needs is some baby oil as lubricant, and he just keeps going like the Energizer Bunny.
Him off the stand. I think he is very eager to tell his story, and I think he will tell every part of his story, including what you see on the video. So
Chat, if Diddy take the stand, I gotta go to court. I gotta go watch that. I gotta go. I can't believe. Now, there's not gonna be a video if Diddy takes the stand. there won't be a video. So in federal court, they don't allow video recordings, or like they don't broadcast. But bruv, Diddy on the stand. First of all, you know that would take. He would be on the stand for a month, right? I know he would be on the stand for a month on some YSL Woody shit. Okay, we're gonna talk about every single freak off incident. By the way, I think this is a lie. This is absolutely a lie, chat. It's no way he's going to be on the stand for a bunch of reasons, right? Usually in many criminal cases, you don't want to put the person on the stand. I'm going to tell you why Diddy's not going to take the stand, right? And what this guy's saying, before Diddy takes the stand, somebody else is going to tap some handler or capable person in his camp to say, your lawyer, number one, is talking too much, but if he plans to put you on the stand, fire him. Here's why you don't want to put Diddy on the stand. There's going to be a big source of contention. I'm predicting it right now. They're going to have to argue, right? It's going to be the Harvey Weinstein thing all over again. What happened in the Harvey Weinstein situation? There was an appeal that he actually got overturned, the verdict of one of his guilty verdict, because they used accusations that weren't included in the federal, in his case, okay? In his criminal case. Think about the Diddy situation. Cassie seems to be the only victim listed in the criminal case, which, if you're going by that Harvey Weinstein rule, or not rule, but what helped him overturn that decision to reverse the verdict, it means Little Rod cannot be brought up in court. Crystal McKinney cannot be brought up in court. Jane Doe, the 17-year-old, cannot be brought up in court. You can't bring up anybody but Cassie, right? Now, I'm pretty sure if we're all in agreement that Diddy is on trial because of all these civil cases, number one, I think the government wants to talk to these people already to try to bring them in for a superseding indictment, because having one victim looks crazy. But especially for the hoopla that we heard, not that, one victim is too much already, but still, they're going to try to bring more people in, but they're probably going to fight or have a motion to say, hey, you see, in the grand jury, you could testify about things that aren't charged, because obviously it's a grand jury, it's to get an indictment. So the civil cases were probably a factor in grand jury testimony, right? Whether it's by a detective, because it's almost like a summary testimony at that point, where they could just talk about the investigation and they could talk about allegations, not necessarily ones that they have to prove. In court, you can't do that. You're prejudicing the case, you're prejudicing the jury. If, you can't talk about these other situations that aren't charged. Now, I'm pretty sure the prosecutor is either going to bring them in criminally, so supersede indictment, add a couple more victims, or try to introduce some way where the court could acknowledge these other cases that they feel could establish a pattern of behavior in the sense of a racketeering, right? In sense of racketeering. And by the way, racketeering actually is going to allow prosecutors to go around that, right? Because, for example, Diddy isn't charged with arson, but yet they're going to talk about what happened to Kid Cudi, yet he's not charged with that. So I think the racketeering statute is going to go against what helped Harvey Weinstein. Here's the point. Let me get back to Diddy testifying. If Diddy got to sit up there and answer question, because the racketeering statute is going to go around what helped Harvey Weinstein reverse his verdict, because they brought up allegations of women that weren't ever made into criminal complaints against, it was basically hearsay against Weinstein. That's not going to help Diddy because there's a racketeering charge. And the racketeering charge doesn't mean that every instance of criminal activity means it has to include an actual charge. It doesn't. In actuality, there's only one criminal activity in the racketeering thing that has a standalone charge with his sex trafficking, and it's only a victim one, which we assume is Cassie. There's arson, there's assault, there is bribery. Those aren't standalone charges. And if you don't know how racketeering is done, you charge someone with racketeering. What's listed underneath racketeering is called violent acts. They're not charges, okay? They're just violent acts that is proof that these were done in furtherance of the criminal organization, and the racketeering statute hits then, okay? So arson, he's not charged for arson. He's not charged for guns. I don't even think there's even a mention of weapons. I think the weapons will come in, but on a superseding one, there isn't like, anyway, I think I get my gist. Here's the point I'm trying to say. If Diddy takes the stand, nothing's off. Like, I mean, they could go through a whole Tory Lanez, like, pre-trial, like, consideration of what could be asked. Like, for example, with Tory, they didn't want his rap lyrics to kind of bias or prejudice the jury, so they couldn't ask him about certain stuff. They didn't want him to be referred to by certain monikers or his name. Tory has an AK-47 tattooed in between his pecs, or like it's on his chest, pause. And they did not want that to be a picture that was showed in any exhibit via Instagram or anywhere else, because if the guy is accused of shooting a woman, if there's a gun just tattooed on him, the jury might be like, well, this guy loves guns. He got a gun tatted on his chest. Why wouldn't he shoot somebody? Shit, even Meg, right? So his defense fought for those not to be included. I could imagine that hopefully not this, well, I guess this guy, right? This guy, if he continues to represent it, he's going to fight for that as well. Like, no, you're not going to ask for certain shit or try to carve out what could be asked and what not could be asked, but it doesn't matter. If it's a possibility that Diddy could get on the stand and they ask him about every freak-off thing, you're going to see the best thing in history. Why? They're going to say, so Meek Mill, have you ever been in any sexual encounters with him? Have you ever had sex in or around individuals like French Montana? Did you ever bring women for Justin Bieber to fornicate with? Or did you ever were involved in any sexual encounter that included Justin Bieber? I think that would be just the dumbest thing ever. The dumbest thing ever. Now, the only way I could see him testifying is if there's a promise of a 5K1 letter. 6ix9ine testified. In a RICO, in a racketeering situation, he would testify because he's incentivized literally by the fact that you're snitching. So unless Diddy is snitching, I don't see him testifying. Them 7 white women would rip Diddy to threads. Again, here's the thing too. And this is why I'm saying this lawyer keeps fucking up. Even if you found 25, well, I think handcuffs would not look good. Some people use handcuffs for sex, BDSM shit. Well, he's charged with sex trafficking, which is by force or coercion. If the handcuffs could mean you're preventing people from leaving, but I don't know. Let's say, name me like a sex item that people use. A cock ring, pause. A cock ring, right? If they found 300 cock rings in there, right? His lawyer just was to say, listen, his freakiness is not on trial. His sexual activity and what he does in his bedroom consensually is not on trial. His kinks are not on trial, right? That's what this lawyer is supposed to say. He's not really saying it. But if Diddy gets up there, they're going to ask Diddy that. Then he got to explain, Diddy. So Gene Deal say I went on a sex tour and you went in the butt plug aisle. What's up? Have you ever used a butt plug? Like, they're going to embarrass Diddy so crazy. Diddy's going to have to explain why he's into certain type of kinky stuff. Okay, so explain to us what you would do with the baby oil. Oh, so I would lather myself up from head to toe. Then, I start stroking, and then usually I go over to the male and I lather him up and I jerk him off for that. Like, she's going to have to explain it. You get what I'm saying? All of these things just spell nightmare for Diddy. Like, it's just no way he's gonna take the stand. There's got to be some pretrial posturing, but it's still stupid, I think.
To put him on the stand and explain it?
I don't know that I could keep him off the stand. I think he is very eager to tell his story, and I think he will tell every part of his story, including what you see on the video. So I expect it's going to be explained by the both of us.
It's kind of breathtaking.
Hey, who in the chat just said that? Michael Moore. Man, get out of here. First of all, become a member. But this nigga talking about, he said, Ak, did you pass the test? Hey, chat, what's wrong with chat? Don't try to ask me no question. You know who y'all got to ask if they pass? You know what test we talking about, right? The boiled egg test. Suge Knight, boiled egg test. Y'all got to ask Meek Mill if he passed the boiled egg test. Like, that's what y'all niggas need to ask. You feel what I'm saying? Let's see if he passed.
Speak about. So when you look at all these,
because they don't live the
show, they used to have a thing in the industry, right? And the sad thing about it, I don't like mentioning Usher. I don't like mentioning Justin Bieber. I don't like mentioning all these people that everybody know what time it is. So at the same time, they used to have a joke. They never played this joke with me. And they used to walk in the Interscope office. They'd go back there and they'd be like, hey, we passed the test. I said, we haven't did the test. One dude said, well, don't say that in front of Mr. Knight because he's going to take it offensive and hurt somebody. I said, well, whatever it is, I probably will take it offensive when somebody will get their ass whooped. You know, that was me in those days. But they used to have these guys, they used to call it the boiled egg test. They used to take a boiled egg, a raw boiled egg, and have those guys put their pants down and bend over and they stick it up their ass. The eggs break, they say they're not ready yet. They ain't put enough work in. This is Hollywood. So everybody want to go act like they don't know what's going on.
Hold on a second,
but
Suge.
if you just look. That's all you got to do.
I have never heard of anything like that. So if I haven't heard about it, just assume a lot of people haven't heard that before. But you think it's on video?
Let's stop for a second.
Go ahead, Suge.
Yeah, listen, and also, have you ever been to any puffy parties?
Oh, boy. Hey, yo.
To tell his story, and I think he will tell every part of his story, including what you see on the video. So I expect it's going to be explained by the both of us.
It's kind of breathtaking that what you're telling me is that Diddy is going to take the stand and he will be cross-examined about this video, about the violence in the video, about the freak-offs, about allegedly blowing up a car, all of those things. That feels kind of dicey.
He has his story, and he has a story that I think only he can tell in the way he can tell it in real time. And it's a human story. It's a story of love. It's a story.
Chat, how y'all know this test so familiar after watching one video, man? Y'all heard this test before? And here's the thing. Do you pass or fail the test if they try to put the boiled egg into your booty hole and the boiled egg collapses? Did you pass it or did you fail it? Like, to keep it real, I don't want to know what pass or fail is in this one. It sounds like if you passed the test, you kind of failed.
Story of hurt. It's a story of heartbreak. I mean, when he describes that relationship, the word he uses more than any other word is heartbreak. He was heartbroken. She was heartbroken.
Okay, man. All right. Nevertheless, this is what I was saying. Because of this big mouth lawyer right here.
This is the type of indictment you would expect from someone in the mafia.
I don't know that I could keep him off the stand. He is very eager to tell his story.
They're going to show that video over and over and over about what happens to women that won't change their stories.
His reputation is over.
The United States government, they start making this case as a takedown of a successful black man.
TMZ presents The Downfall of Diddy, The Indictment, available Thursday night.
I was a kid in the late 70s. They were called threesomes.
If these are genuinely threesomes, how do you explain 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
I don't know where the number 1,000 came.
The U.S. attorney said it.
I can't imagine it's thousands. I mean, you know, and I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything.
They're essentially saying it's a lubricant for an orgy.
I guess. I don't know what you need 1,000. One bottle of baby oil goes a long way. I don't know what you need 1,000 for. I mean, he has a big house. He buys in bulk. You know, I think they have Costco's in every place where he has a home. I mean, have you sat in a parking lot of a Costco and see what people walk out of there with?
Not 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was.
Okay, so he says that, and Costco comes out and says, Diddy ain't get no goddamn baby oil from us. Stop it. Costco came out and has denied that Diddy got baby oil from them. They actually said, a spokesperson for Costco actually said, none of the company's U.S. location carry baby oil. Even though Diddy's attorney Mark Agnifilio told us the rap mogul may have bought them in bulk from the members-only warehouse retailer. Yeah. And so apparently they say they don't have baby oil. They don't got baby oil. So listen, when you have Costco issuing a statement that they didn't give you the freak off supplies, bro, your lawyer's fucking talking too much, bro. Why are you even mentioning Costco? Oh, maybe you got it from Costco. Bro, like, do some research. Think about what you're going to say in court, not on a media documentary that you're going to get, like, exposed, and you have the company responding. I just can't get it, bro. Anyway, last thing on Diddy, pause. Diddy's eating normally, supposedly in prison, and he's not afraid of poison, despite reports, okay? They're saying Diddy's not so afraid of inmates giving him a poison apple in prison because TMZ has learned about he's not as paranoid as what's going on as have been suggested. Here's the deal. Multiple outlets have reported that Diddy stopped eating food behind bars because he's paranoid about somebody poisoning his food at MDC Brooklyn. And apparently a source close to Diddy says this is totally bullshit. He's eating normal jailhouse food like any other inmate. The music mogul receives no special treatment. And we're told that the Diddy's, so we already told you about Diddy's food options in the can. It ain't Nobu by any means, but it ain't gonna kill Puffy, okay? And I guess this is you know, the joint. So what day is today? Today is Thursday. He got fruit, cereal, breakfast cake, sugar substitute packages, and skim milk for breakfast. And he's gonna get baked chicken, pinto beans, steamed rice, green beans, whole wheat bread, fruit, and beverage for lunch. Okay. All right, man. No chocolate syrup, Diddy. No more chocolate syrup, no more baby oil, but he'll be all right. He'll be all right, man. He'll be all right. Okay. Give me 1 second. By the way, I saw a slight movement on the on the whole Dolph thing. I saw the judge, but looked like they haven't returned to court yet. Verdict clock still going. It's 2 hours so far. Okay. Another thing to kind of mention, people.